one that gets me is how the planes hit the buildings,
Uh-huh.
and then how the buildings came down. Um, I don't know how people could say, though, that it wasn't a plane that hit the building, because I know what I saw. I was
Mm-hmm.
2.5 football stadiums away from the World Trade Center in Carroll Gardens, Brooklyn, right by the water, and we were all watching. I had a firehouse that was just a block away from me, and everybody was outside, and everybody could hear what was going on with the firemen that were in the buildings. So everybody was standing around a fire truck that looked like a little ambulance. And everybody was listening to all the radios. And one of the firemen was letting him know that he wasn't going to make it. And that was tough. So, I'm not sure why people think, like, I do believe that there's a few conspiracies out there that I could kind of agree with, but as far as it not being a plane that hit the building, I saw a plane hit the building. So, um, as far as the government having knowledge of it, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I mean, come on, Bush was caught reading a book to children, and it was upside down. That tells you that his nerves are not made of steel. And when people hide behind children, that's what usually people do. People will pick up a child. That's exactly what he did. He surrounded himself by being in an innocent, real innocent situation with children, like he cares about the children. But if he really cared about the children, he would have cared about their parents. And he had time. They knew. They knew what was going to happen. So,
Uh-huh.
that I do believe. I do believe that the government had an idea of what was going to happen. With all the satellites and with everything that we have today, all the technology that we have is technology that they have had already for 10 years. So if you think about it, the technology that they had when they had the knowledge that they did at the time, they had to see it coming. There's no way.
You believe in the legalization of marijuana?
Yes.
Why?
Why? Because everybody's being filled with the idea that just because you have an emotion, you need a pill for it. That's why it's called emotion. And I feel that marijuana does not play with your emotions
Uh-huh.
like these pills do. As far as people that are sick or that have cancer, I think it should be legalized so that way it can be easier for them to get access to it. And I think the legalization of marijuana would probably stop a lot of people from using the serious drugs that they use, because pills eventually turn into other things. Um, Babies and children that are in pain, um, or that have certain disorders, it works miracles. It changes lives. It saves lives. So, yes, I do believe in the legalization.
What do you think about the police brutality that's going on?
Hmm.
Pigs being pigs?
No. I don't agree with that. See, it's not about pigs being pigs. I think that um, they said like about 10 to 15 years ago that we were going to be in a generation where people were going to be desensitized. Video games, rugged sports. I think that the generation of cops that are here now come from maybe a generation of influence where they're desensitized. And I also just think it's a human being thing. I don't think it has anything to do with cops. I think it has to do with just bad people. You have bad people that are not cops. You have bad people that are cops. You have good people that are cops. And you have good people that, that sometimes run into a bad cop. I think what's happening now is, though, with all the technology that we have, that bad cops are starting to be seen more. I think the same things were happening, before all of this technology. But now that we have this technology, you know, cops killing people and getting away with it has been happening. I do believe in the power of the camera when it comes to police, because look, there are a lot of good cops out there, and I think they should have cameras on them, because maybe we also need to get a perspective of what goes on in a day with a cop.
Right.
We watch all of these shows, like bad, what's that show?
Bad Boys.
Well, no, they're not. It's not Bad Boys. It's
Cop.
It's a cop show.
No, that's the song. Cop.
I know you're thinking of the song.
Yeah, I don't know.
Damn, I cannot think of the name.
Anyway,
Moving forward. A lot of people are influenced by those cop shows. Even though sometimes when you watch those cop shows, some of the stuff that you see, you could understand why a cop would feel the way they're feeling. And now I think because people are so paranoid by cops, you have good cops that are paranoid now. And I think everybody's just got a trigger finger. We're living in those days. Because you do have a right to be scared.
Right.
Of a cop. But a cop definitely has the right of being scared of a civilian. That's not an easy job. It's funny. Most people want to put cops down, but then when you're in trouble, you want to call a cop. You know what I mean? So you have to know that there's good and bad out there. As long as you're not doing bad out there, there's a lot of people that are not doing bad and they're getting it. But people think that police brutality is getting worse, and it's just, to me, I just think that now we just have technology that's showing it. I don't think it's changed.
Okay. I had this question. I just had it slip in my tongue. What do you think of De Blasio? Do you think he's doing a good job? Oh, De Blasio, excuse me.
I think that a lot of people are very hard on De Blasio because he's the new face of today.
Mm-hmm.
Being in an interracial marriage.
Right.
I think that's why he's just getting hit hard.
He's being the scapegoat.
He's being hit hard for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's being. He's actually being judged as a black man, just like the president.
Well, people say he's too liberal.
I think that we need liberal. It's time for change. We need liberal.
Are you a liberalist?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Are you a feminist while you're at it?
I'm a woman. Yeah. Sure. I believe in women empowerment.
Mm-hmm. Um, what else? Hmm. I think this is 10 minutes. So, you have anything else you want to share? Mm-hmm.
Let me think. Let's see. Anything else I want to share? Um, I'm thinking. What can I bring up that's interesting?
Uh, Actually, I just wanted to get some conspiracy theories. If you would have heard from the clip.
Well, I think this is an interesting question that you should ask everybody,
Right.
and that's: do you own a computer? Yes. Do you own a computer with a camera? Yes. Do you have it covered? You need to get a percentage of people because I have mine covered. I always put like a little piece of tape
okay.
and a piece of paper.
Yeah, people hack
Some
into
people
those.
don't. People don't. Some people don't. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, why don't you cover that shit?
Yeah, once
And
you
other
see-
friends are like, yo, why you got that shit covered? I'm like, fuck that. It's got a camera. Like, I don't know if somebody's watching me
Yeah,
right now.
people can hack in like that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
So-
Oh, no. I have that shit covered with a fortune cookie and a piece of tape.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty inventive.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's a good question for people. Yeah.
why they should have a computer?
No, I mean, everything has cameras. You know, you have. Interesting enough, they say that these cable boxes coming from these cable companies have already had devices that we can actually record our conversations or that.
Oh, NASA does that with the cell phones. So. I mean, not NASA. The NSA.
Yeah, but now from what I understand, cable boxes are able to actually tap into people's homes.
Right.
They could record. They could pick up on a lot of keywords because they want to learn people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you get to learn what everybody wants,
Mm-hmm.
and you're providing that. I think what's happening today is people are going out less.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we don't realize that there is a lot of good out there, but there's so much bad that is being televised that we're being slowly scared into just staying home and not going anywhere
Right.
and having all the comforts of the world at the tip of your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and look at all these robots